I'm so happy to see you. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to new members of our community. My name is Yasa. I'm a violinist and I moved from Saint Petersburg, Russia to United States, Florida. Almost 10 years now, all by myself. And here I started this channel to share with you the joys and the challenges, of course, of a musician's life, of my journey moving countries from Russia to United States, and everything that goes along with that. In the recent days in pandemic, I've got lots of questions about how do musicians survive in this time in pandemic. So I decided to answer this here in my YouTube videos. Well, truly, to tell you the truth, if we're talking about business and jobs, I think music community was hit one of the hardest in this pandemic because our jobs, of course, connected to people, to performing in big settings, right? For example, orchestra, it's already a big setting, it's already a lot of people. Plus imagine the audience. So it's the worst for pandemic, right? This combination. And of course, all our jobs and concerts and gigs were canceled. And many orchestras don't function up to this day. And this is reasonable, you know, I believe that this is unfortunately going to be our future as well. I think that music will pretty much become like everything in life will be now online, and live performances will be a rarity and something very unique that we look forward to, but it will happen less and less, and more and more we'll see people starting just recording and doing Zoom recitals and online recitals. And this is just a new reality, you know. So many things that we've been doing before that we did in real life, we prefer doing online now, like for example, going to doctors. For example, going just for you know, if I need to get prescribed something and I know that I don't need actually to see a doctor, for me it's so much easier now to just call in on the doctor and have a Zoom visit. Or if, for example, some minor stuff that you don't really need to be checked for, you just need to see a doctor for a minute or so for a prescription. This is the best way to do it. I don't need to drive for 30 minutes and 30 minutes back and wait in the office for an hour, you know, another 30 minutes. So this is such a time saver. Anything what we did before with payments, I think should be online. I was trying to, you know, I was moving apartments, and I was paying my landlord, you know, the initial payment, right? Everything else was done online, all the documents were signed. But for some reason they needed, how do we call this? The check that is coming from bank, like an official kind of check, right? So that kind of official check you can only get in the bank. You cannot get it online. This is something that will have to change. I believe everything from buying a house to going to a doctor to paying any kind of bills will have to be done online now, and you don't need to go to the bank for anything anymore. You still do. In the present situation, you still do, but I think 10 years from now, 15, 20, everything will be online, and we'll be thankful for that because this is just such a time saver. So for me, for example, I used to teach my students privately. So I would go to their houses or they would come to my studio. So now I started teaching online. And at first I was scared of that. I didn't want to do that at the first place. You know, a lot of my students didn't want to do that. With almost 9 months past now, I love it. I love teaching online now. I'm so comfortable with that. You know, I don't need to spend time on driving. I have much more direct interaction with the student because, you know, we communicate directly. You know, there is no more distractions of seeing parents or them coming to my studio and being distracted by the surroundings and everything new for the kid. We have direct communication. He's at his home. He knows his piano or his violin. We have very productive lesson because I'm right there, and he hears me really well. The only thing I cannot do, I cannot actively touch his hands and adjust his posture. But being in America, I cannot do it anyway. We're not supposed to actually touch our students here. I remember my Russian teacher giving me massages so I straighten up my back. So nothing like that happening here in US. So I'm very, very well adjusted to that, and I love the simplicity of this, but I also love some kind of precision that it gives me. And I truly enjoy I truly enjoy teaching adults because they're really dedicated. They know that they want to be here and they want to spend this time with me and playing violin. So we're having a really productive time. I don't think I ever want to teach in person anymore, to tell you the truth. This is such a great way. And also thinking that you can have students from anywhere in the world now. I'm teaching a student in Russia. How could I have ever done that before, right? I could have a student in China. I could have a student in New York. And it's just fabulous. I hope more and more people will feel comfortable with studying online and understanding that this is just a new reality, and this is much easier and much more productive, I'd say, too, because this is a focused time we dedicate to that, without any distraction of getting there and, spending a long time on small talk. We're just there to do this, and we get the job done. With concerts, I also found that it's a great way to connect with people through music. And for example, I have one church where I perform online. We have much bigger following now, much bigger parish, because people from all states joining, and you don't have to be there in present, you just zoom in. Much more people willing to spend maybe an hour of their evening, much more than if they have to drive there, they have to dress up, they have to socialize before and after. Much more people find it that they can commit to an hour instead of 3 hours that becomes, an event going to church. So an hour of just zooming in the comfort of your home, hearing the message, enjoying the music, being spiritual for this hour is very important, and more people find it working for them. So we have much bigger following and much bigger parish, and I'm happy about that, because people who I never thought I'm going to reach with my music, I do reach now through those online communications. So a lot of things I find really promising for the future. If we can just all accept that this is our new lifestyle, I think we'll benefit from it, all of us. And for a while, it's going to be like that. And those live events will become more and more rare in the future, because life just moves towards that direction, that everything will be online, which does not mean that we still don't need human interaction and human communication. We are still the same. It's just a way of communicating changing, but it's still us. We're still practicing. It's still our art. It's still man-made. It's still soul-made. We're still as passionate about music as we used to be. We just communicated through different channels, using different tools. Now, of course, what comes to income, you have to survive and hustle, and I did a lot of things that I never thought I'm going to do during this pandemic. I wrote 2 books. One of them I published, and second one is waiting to be published. I started YouTube channel. Never thought in a million years I'm going to do that. I used to post music videos, but never speaking episodes like those. And I'm truly enjoying it. So this is a whole new world for me. And it's not an income because, it doesn't pay. at least yet. But you'll be surprised by this, but not everything in life about money. Much more important, believe me when I say this, because I truly independent and I truly support myself. I have no one else supporting me. So, money is an issue for me, but you can trust me because I am providing for myself that money is not everything at all. What's important is to do what you really love and what makes you happy. And then enough money will somehow come. Believe me, they will. So try to find a way to make yourself busy. I know a lot of my friends started teaching English as a second language. Why not? It's a great income. It's not a great income, it's a great outlet. You already speak English, you're already a native. Why not teaching some Chinese kids who wants to learn it? Teaching English, it's teaching, so it's a very valuable contribution to the world. It's easy for you because you already speak English, and as long as you love it, it's gonna be fun. So a lot of things like that. I sometimes take surveys online, like testing different websites. It's a very small income, but it's something, that you can rely on. And also in times like this, you really realize how little you need in life, that you don't really need shopping, that you don't really need that much groceries, that you don't really need so many things. I started doing my manicure myself, pedicure myself, and I would, usually would go to parlor to do that. And I haven't had haircut in all those 9 months, and you know what? It's totally fine. It's totally fine. We don't need that much, that often as we think we do. So you just adjust your expectations. You just adjust your needs, and once you get used to new lifestyle, you actually realizing how much money you can save in real life just by living very humbly. And the money that you save, you can invest, you can do so many things with it, right? Many ways to invest. So that's my big advice to you. Find something that makes you happy. Start a new hobby or start a new business during this pandemic. By business, I don't mean making lots of money. I mean just doing something that you're passionate about, and it could grow into business. You'll be surprised. This pandemic is not forever, and you never know where your business will take you. Like even starting making beautiful cards just for yourself later when people would like to spend more money when they have them, right? They might be very interested in buying your cards, and right now you can just send them to your friends and even offer them for free to people who've been sick, for example, right? So this is a great way to help people around you and at the same time start your business for the future. So just do what you love, live a very humble lifestyle. You'll be surprised how easy it is and how better it is to have very, very simple lifestyle. You don't need much things for happiness. You truly, truly don't. And when you stop relying on things to make you happy, happiness will follow. You'll feel free. Have a great day, everyone. I'm so happy to see you and share with you how musicians survive during this time. And hopefully you can take more lessons from me so I can save some money and move from a very humble lifestyle to an investor lifestyle. Just kidding. See you soon. Bye. Have a great day, everyone. If you can, like and subscribe. Bye.